Hello everyone, I'm Courtney and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be talking about Prodigal by Rektok Ross. The author, Rektok Ross, was kind enough to send me this book. This is her debut novel and I finished it yesterday and it was really, really good and I really did enjoy it. It was very fantastic. It made me think and everything and I really liked it. If you have not read this, I would highly recommend it. You can order it on Amazon or buy it on your Kindle. I think those are the only ways you can get the book, unless there's another way I don't know about. But if you have not read this, I would highly recommend it. It makes you think about religion and everything, and so I really liked it. So if you have not read it, go read it. And so, bye, not spoilers. Prodigal! Ah! Don't you just? I love this right here. It's beautiful. Okay, so we have our main character, Lexi. She is a senior, and I like Lexi and all, but I don't love Lexi, but I mean, I like Lexi at least. I just couldn't really relate to her a lot, because she's a senior, and yes, I may be in the 8th grade, and that's like middle school senior, but I mean, we had lots of differences, except religion, because, I mean, we believe in the same thing now. At least she believes in the same thing now as I do, which I've been believing in God forever since I was born. But I still like her. I thought she was a nice girl, but she just went through too much heartbreak in this book, man. It was too much for me to handle. In the prologue, my heart was being torn to shreds right in the beginning of the prologue. And I'm one of those people when there's a book in the beginning and it's just all these bad things are happening to the main character, I usually get skeptical, but 99% of the time I still like the book anyway, unless, I mean, I don't even know. But, and that happens in this book, they find out they're moving to Texas and her mom has cancer and that's why they're moving, and I knew they were gonna move because of the back of this book. But I didn't expect for it to happen in the beginning. I was thinking we would see her in Georgia and, get that journalist job thing, and then we would find out to move to Texas. But no, we were just told she had the job thing and we're moving. And I mean, that's fine, but I think it would have been cooler to see her, get the job and, see her in Jordan, see what her life's like, because we heard stories about her friend too, and I kind of wanted to meet that friend, even though I don't remember her name. She just sounded cool. But then we get to the chapters, and we're in Texas, and she's starting her senior year, and we meet her friends, Brian, Blythe, is that how you say her name? Chris and Peyton. Blythe, I hated her until the end, because, I mean, she's practically like Regina George the whole book until the end where they make up, which that was nice when they made up at the end. When they talked it out, that was nice. That was really nice. But Brian, I like Brian a lot. He's a cool dude, and was I the only one who knew he liked her? It was, I mean, to me it was practically obvious, but to her it didn't even occur to her, and I don't even know. But then, Chris, I liked Chris in the beginning until we got to that whole situation. We'll talk about that later. And then Peyton was just so awesome, and I loved her. She was the really only good human being. She was our wise girl in this. She was our Annabeth Chase in this book, so I liked her a lot. She was so wise. She could preach to the congregation. She was preaching some sermons, man, and I was just you go, girl. And then we meet the love interest, Ash, at somewhere. I don't remember where. I know she fell. Wait, oh, now I remember. It was at the dance, and she fell, and then he picked her up. Oh, okay, I didn't remember that. Oh, okay, and then they met for a second time at the football game, and he spilled her drink on her, and then she figured out who it was, and then she was like, oh my gosh, I've been saved twice by Ash Preston. Oh my gosh, the Prestons, what I love so much about them, I don't know if you guys thought this or not, but I kept thinking the Prestons were like the Kardashians, just like in Texas, like the Western. If the Kardashians were like in the Western, because like Texas like is Western, right? Something I don't know, but they're practically like the Kardashians, except I feel like I don't know. I was just getting that vibe, but yeah. I mean, obviously, rich people, you're either a snob or you're actually a really nice person, and Blythe was a snob, but Ash wasn't, and I knew Ash was gonna be a jerk because it kind of like said that on the back of this book, sort of. It doesn't tell you he's a jerk. You kind of just get that vibe. But when we met him, he was just fine. He saved her twice. He's so nice. He's actually going to do his interview exchange. He didn't even let his sister interview him, which I thought was hilarious. Like, his sister. He didn't even let his own sister. And then he lets his own girl he just met interview him, which I thought was hilarious. But, yeah. And, like, he just sounded just fine. But then things happened, probably when I started to dislike him was when they were at dinner and she started asking those more in-depth questions. And yes, don't get me wrong, yeah, they like didn't know each other for a long time. Like it's been like a couple of days or weeks. And I mean, he just overreacted about that too much and it got on my nerves. He just overreacted like over everything and it just got on my nerves. And yes, I get angry over little stuff, but like people, they'll probably think I'm overreacting, but to me, it's probably like little things are like important to me. Let's say something happens to my Percy Jackson books, I will become angry, and then people will think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm fine. I'm normal. I swear. But Ash just overreacting, and I mean, he could have overreacted, but I mean, not like that bad of overreacting. And if he had told the truth and answered those questions, we would probably not be in the situation we were in the rest of the book. Because then they were just fighting and everything, and then they were at the dance and they almost kissed, and then she fell and like tripped. That was hilarious. And then they did kiss, and then he left for 2 weeks, and then came back, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're in a relationship now, duh." Because like I mean, it was kind of obvious that kiss kind of symbolized, "Oh hey, we're now in a relationship." But then no, you know what Ash does? He friend zones her, and it was like, "I just need you as a best friend right now, not to level 5, the boyfriend girlfriend, but best friend. I'm taking you back down to level." So angry. Man, it's always worse. I mean, you kissed her. Once you kiss a girl, you're either in a relationship or you just kissed her just because of it. But this was a relationship kiss. But no, you friend zoned her right when you get back, you little butthole. I was so mad. I was just like, Ash, and then he was becoming a jerk, and I was just like, just Lexi was too heartbroken in this book, and I just felt so bad for her, and just and Ash, I like him, but I don't trust him because you never know of Ash Preston, because you never know with the Kardashians either. But and then and like at prom when he shows up and starts making out with her on the balcony, and he wouldn't tell her the truth, and she was asking, and we need to know the truth. When you keep secrets from people, you need to tell the truth, right? Just tell her, because if you tell her the truth, everything will be solved, and I won't be angry at you anymore. She won't be either. And the secret he was like keeping from her wasn't even a big deal to me. Like, I don't even believe it that much. Like, I was so upset. We find out at the end, he finally confesses it in the middle of the night, and he's like, "It's my fault my parents are dead because of that plane crash, because I was just a selfish kid who didn't want to go to Colorado and made my parents like change it to Florida, and so if I just said, okay, we'll go to Colorado, they wouldn't be dead." And like, no, it is not your fault, Ash, that they are dead. You are not the person flying that plane that got them in the plane crash. It's the pilot's fault that got them into a plane crash, or if like it was bad weather, it's the weather's fault. But it wasn't yours. You weren't on that plane. You were in Texas, sitting on your couch, but it's not your fault. And, I mean, even if he said, okay, let's go to Colorado, they would still have to go on a plane to Colorado, and they could have gone to a plane crash there. So it's a 50-50. Like, it could happen either way. So it wasn't his fault. And I was just like, really? And I just can't believe that was the secret he was holding either. Like, I thought it was something, like, really bad. I didn't think it was dealing with his parents' deaths. Maybe I thought I was, like, something even bigger about it, but not like that. And when he said it was at first when he was like, it's my fault my parents are dead, I killed them, I thought he meant like he lied about a plane crash and got them murdered, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But it's not your fault. It's not been just he should have just told that a long time ago when she found out, and like she should have asked about it, and then he could have told, and then we wouldn't have been in this situation. But I mean, just but they finally made up, and then, you know, everything was fine. He said I love you. That was fantastic. I was so happy. And now they're gonna be in New York together for 6 weeks, and then he's gonna visit her all the time in Missouri, and it's gonna be fine and fantastic. But I feel like Lexi, she'll never heal from this because she's been through so much. Because with her mom's death, which was so sad, right when she closed her eyes at that point, I knew she was dead. I just knew it. And then her whole dad situation, her dad was a butthole, by the way. I did not like him at all because he was just a butthole. And then Ash and everything, her heart's been broken too much, so I feel like she'll never truly forgive him. And also Chris, that Chris and Ash situation when they were dating and she was like backstabbing her the whole time. I was so mad too. But I just feel like she'll never truly forgive him, but she's forgiven him, but I feel like it's never, like, truly. But I'm happy for them. I'm so glad they're together. Yes, you have to go through all pain and agony to get into a relationship. Fighting occurs in relationships, so I mean, this is, like, modern. It's fine. And I really liked her relationship with God. You know, she didn't believe it, and then, you know, Peyton being our wise person, you know, kind of converted her. And I really liked the end sentence of what she said at the end. Where is it? Ugh. I knew we couldn't stay like that forever, but that wasn't going to stop me from holding on to Ash as long as God would let me. That was so nice, and I really liked that. And it was just a good ending. Like, it was a really nice, cute, little contemporary ending. And I just like this book so much. And I was so thankful that Rektok Ross sent me this book. I was so honored to read this for you and review it for you. So thank you again, Rektok Ross, for sending me this. I really, really did like it. I gave it 4 stars on Goodreads, but it's more like 4.5. I gave it like this book like a 93%. That's an A. But thank you again so much. I was very honored. And if you write any more books in the future, please let me know and send them to me, because I would love to review them for you, because you are a fantastic writer. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more clips, the subscribe button down below. I'm Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!